Previously on Wonders and Blunders.
Perhaps you should try to find my mother. She is part of a group of witch hunters. Bridget unlocks her bedroom door and steps inside, revealing a large, cluttered room, decorated with ornate weapons, animal trophies, and weaved tapestries. She pauses next to one, showing an image of Bridget towering over a muscular, smiling dwarf woman with wrinkled brown skin and wild black hair. Don't kill them, Mom. I think you'll like them if you give them a chance. And you look down and you see this dwarf woman with sort of wild black hair, and she has bandages over both of her eyes.
What's your name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette?
Jeanette.
Jeanette?
Yeah.
Have you ever met a Diglin in these parts? We're good friends of her daughter Bridget. She runs the Steady Stream in Pinnefeld.
You said the Steady Stream? Pinnefeld? A hand just throws you prone to the ground, and then you all around the firelight see a sword pierce this dwarf and come out her back. And as she spins her to the side, you see the same dwarf holding that sword and holding this person a couple of inches off the ground. All right, all of you are gonna have to start swinging at somebody so I know who's gotta die by the end of this. So roll initiative.
Hey!
3.
14.
Vaelin.
13.
13. Star.
27.
God damn. Is that a nat 20 or?
No, that's 19.
Shit. Plus 8. Wild. Rowan.
4.
That's good.
What's going on?
2 rogues.
What is this?
Yeah. 2 different kinds of rogues.
How they couldn't be more different
Yeah.
kinds of rogue.
Kara.
12.
12. And Ben.
13.
Vaelin and Ben, who has the higher dex. Or you're going to go at the same time.
You have to talk at the same time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do moves where you jump into my arms and I throw you.
Yeah, throw the unarmed child at the monster, Vaelin, you wizard.
No.
You wizard.
The owl.
I'm not an owl.
You'll do it mid-flight.
Probably.
Whom will you throw?
Whom?
That's what I was waiting for. Whom jokes, whom puns.
In an attempt to clarify these things, I'm going to describe the battlefield before we start.
Okay.
And so these are things you can use, but just to give you a general idea of distances. So you're in a small clearing about 40 feet across. The caravan and the boulders are creating sort of a small circle at the center around the fire. The firelight at this point reaches just beyond the trees, about 10 feet beyond the trees. Everything beyond that is pitch black.
So basically a diameter of 60 feet of light. So you got the 40 feet clearing and then 10 feet beyond that on either side? Yeah.
And then that is surrounded by semi-thick trees. The snow here is pretty deep, so it will be difficult terrain anytime you're outside of the circle of the caravan. Inside there you can move around pretty freely, but outside of that is all difficult terrain going into the woods. Mm-hmm. The wind has died down at this point though, so the visibility is good if you can get past the dark, but visibility inside this clearing is quite good. And you see standing pretty close to the trees is these 2 dwarves. One of them has a sword through the other one's gut and is sort of holding them up off the ground by that sword. Prone on the ground next to them is Star. And you see a hawk up in a tree on that same side. And Star, it's your turn.
I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to draw both of my rapiers, and I'm going to hiss very loudly.
Okay.
And then I don't know what to do.
It's very honest.
I'm just going to back away. Yeah, so I'm just going to back away to rejoin the group, but I'm going to try and keep myself in between the group and the weird dwarves that are fighting, and I'm not going to make an attack.
Okay.
I'll post myself. I'll walk 10 feet back. So I'm 10 feet from the group and 10 feet from them.
Great.
And is it possible to prepare an action instead, I guess?
Yeah, you can prepare. You can use your action to prepare.
Okay, then I'll prepare.
Okay. What are you preparing?
If any of them runs towards me or tries to get past me to get at the group, I'll make an attack.
Okay, great. So these 2 continue to struggle. Star, you step back between them and the group. And then from the trees, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your head and then A second one is a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that does 6 damage. So as the first one like whizzes by, it sort of like makes you look in this direction, and you see this dark hooded figure pop up from a bush, or 2 of them pop up from bushes behind these 2 dwarves and fire 2 crossbow bolts at you. One of them clatters wide, and the other one you have to like throw yourself down backwards to avoid. Oh wait, it's actually more damage than that.
Oh no.
No.
Another 2. Add another 2 to that.
Okay. I'm down. No.
These are arrows of death.
And then from behind, Rowan, I think you hear this. More figures moving in. 3 more coming into the clearing from the other side.
I have an
Then
idea.
the Diglin on the sword sort of goes limp over the sword. Arms sort of like drop.
Janet.
Jeanette. Yeah.
Damn it.
And then Bree, it's your turn.
I will hop down off the caravan, I guess grab my spear, and then I'm just going to post up kind of at the entrance of the tents into this inner circle,
Yeah.
and I think take the dodge action.
Okay.
Grab my spear and my shield, and take the dodge action.
Okay. So that's disadvantage on anyone that would attack you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Vaelin and Ben.
I'm
Sort
gonna cast healing word.
Talking at the same time,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna cast
doing
healing
the
word
turn at the same time. Okay. So I will cast.
Oh, I've made a huge mistake.
Oh man, I love it when people go together.
Oh no, it's not everyone's turn.
healing word on Star heals for 7 HP.
All right, so we've joked.
You
but
you
now,
commit better than me.
But now,
Star is within 60 feet. I cast. Yeah, Ben just goes like, see Star hit the dirt, and just like throws out a hand, and you heal for 7 HP. Star.
Hey.
Cool. So you feel the cold and sort of like your sort of breathless, like elevated heart rate sort of slow, and you calm back into fighting position.
Cool.
Vaelin?
In a bit of a panic, Vaelin, holding his orb, mutters a few words, and you see other images of Vaelin sort of like show up in the orb, and then sort of like kind of start shimmering next to him, and you see these sort of like ice, sort of crystalline humanoid forms take shape, and then in a moment they all look identical to Vaelin.
Cool.
So he casts mirror image.
Awesome.
And so there are now 4 Vaelins that look identical that are constantly like sort of warping in and out of each other's space.
Cool.
Sort of distracting and making it harder to hit me.
And what does it do? Like, what's the...
So every time a creature attacks me, targets me with an attack, I roll a d20 to determine whether it hits me or one of the duplicates.
Okay, cool.
And if it hits one of the duplicates, it also still has an AC. So it can target a duplicate, but potentially miss the duplicate
Right,
as well.
okay.
Cool. If it hits the duplicate dies, or it just is destroyed.
Okay.
And once I've done that, I do want to shout out, Diglin, if that is you, we are not your enemy.
Okay. Cara.
do I see either of the dwarves have a reaction to the name Diglin?
One's gone limp.
Yeah, I mean,
One is dead.
yeah.
The other one is...
Does it twitch?
You can use your action to make an insight, but you don't get it off your passive.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Crit fail,
Wait,
but I'm a halfling.
Halflings.
Hey.
Still not good. 12.
12, it's hard to see. The shadows are that are being cast from the fire in the middle are pretty wild.
Okay. I am going to stop being an owl though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you were an owl. That's right. Okay. Or did you want to move or anything? Or?
I want to come up right behind Bree
Okay, so you're gonna hop because you were up like on the
on the
ram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hop down off of Brett's back and stand right behind Bree. Rowan.
What is the hawk doing right now? Now that one of them has gone limp,
It is still kind of like screeching out.
do I get a sense of where the hawk is looking?
It is looking right at those two. You also would see another bird fly into the circle, closer to the dwarves and land sort of down closer to the ground. This one's not making any noise and just sort of looking around This one is blue and silver,
And
much smaller than the red one.
And is it agitated?
Hard to say. You can barely see it.
I'm going to shout out, Diglin, we don't have time for this. If we're going to save Bridget, we need to get moving now. And kind of gauge their reaction to that.
She looks in your direction.
Okay. I'm not going to attack you, and I'm going to aim my crossbow in the direction of where that other bolt came from.
Okay, so yeah, they have both revealed themselves now by attacking. So,
Okay. So I'm not going to attack you, Diglin. And then, but I will defend myself, and I'll shoot at
Thank you.
for very little. Yeah, I only hit for 7, so.
Yeah, so it sort of
goes
like
wide.
passed into the dark. You're not even sure where it lands. And then the dwarf, you see her like, she's like looking towards the group of you, like we're faced in your direction sort of, and then she puts both of her hands on the sword again, and you see blood dripping off of her hand, and the sword starts to glow, and she twists it, and you see the other dwarf shimmer, and then slowly the form starts to grow, revealing this big brown shape clutching the sword in their chest. And you just see this huge, wide, smiling mouth full of razor-sharp teeth, like sort of messy, oily black hair hanging down over the front, obscuring the eyes, like hanging loosely in front of these teeth. Big ears, like almost fox ears sticking up over the top. Like a weird mix of like pointed and humanoid ears. And it starts to laugh, wearing this like sort of leathery black cloak over its body. It starts to laugh, and you see it now like crunch, and its legs sort of extend and plant on the ground, and it stands up to its full height over Diglin and like pulls the sword out. Diglin just says, "Found ya." Star, back to you.
That was the one who was holding the sword just changed?
The one who
the one
had
who
the
got it.
sword through it
Yeah,
changed.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, my job's been set out for me, and then just starts running at the giant thing and makes an attack.
Okay.
Do I get a sneak attack from Diglin being next to me?
Yes. Right? Ally within 5 feet?
Yep. I guess that my
I was
question was,
wondering
is
if they were
Diglin
an
an ally?
ally.
Yeah.
You've confirmed.
You're both attacking the same. You're both attacking the same thing. Yeah.
I got 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
8 and 6 is 14 damage.
14. Okay.
And then I will swing with my second attack. Probably a miss. It's 13.
Up, you sort of like slash the first time and manage to find like an opening in that cloak, but like it's like it cuts a certain part of the cloak, but then when you slash with the other hand, it comes up hard against this like leathery hide.
Okay. And then I'm going to walk away.
Okay. Yeah.
You
10
mean
feet.
moonwalk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep in mind that out in this area, it's all half movement, but you can, so you'd be able to move 15 feet because this is all difficult terrain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm going to move my full 15 feet back.
Okay. 2 more crossbow bolts are going to come flying at you, Star,
Oh, shit.
as these 2 guys in the woods. Ooh. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's a 22 and
Can
a
I
nat
see?
20.
Oh, no, too late.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
too late. Oh.
Too late.
Yeah, 2 hits and one's a crit.
Ability's
They're
hard.
not hidden anymore, so that's good news for you. Well,
Ugh. Okay, you don't have to sum up the numbers out loud.
you have to know them eventually.
Yeah, tell me the whole one. I hate the intermediate steps.
Okay. 19 damage.
Ow, for frig.
Oh, ouch.
As these 2, crossbow bolts come just viciously. So they've just been lining up on you this whole time. You don't get to move as far as you can. You're not as agile in the deep snow.
I have a request for my dodge.
Yeah.
Can I spot the 2 crossbow bolts and do like one of those like sick parkour side twists as both of the crossbow bolts go like top and bottom?
Yeah, for sure. And
That
like
was
snow
sick.
kicks up around you and just like the glint of the swords and the firelight as these 2 crossbow bolts just sort of come past you.
And that was really cool, but it clearly winded me.
Yeah.
I like that. The more hit points you lose, the cooler your like avoidance of the thing
the
gets to
more
be.
you barely escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's panting like visibly after that. Like,
Yeah. And then you hear behind you in the circle over the caravan, you hear like clambering as these other figures start to climb up over the back. 3 more of these hooded figures climb onto the top of the caravan, and they're going to jump down inside. Who's in the back?
Do they all look like Diglin?
No.
Dustin, do they all look like Diglin? That's a great question.
Hopefully.
Dustin Bido, isn't it?
Well, they're not going into the caravan. They're coming up over the top to get at you in the circle.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Ben-
sorry,
So
my
it
bad.
would be Ben, probably.
Ben
right?
he didn't jump out of the
Vaelin.
caravan. He just was like kind of had his head poked out of the back.
Oh, okay.
So like
then
the front caravan.
Then two of them go up over the top, and one of them is going to try to pull you out and attack you. That's a 16.
That hits.
That hits.
I don't have my armor on or my shield.
That is 3 damage. Super low roll.
No comment.
Poor Star.
Yeah, as this dagger comes out from under their clothing. Yeah, sort of like swing at you, and you're just managing to push them back, keep them away from you. Then the other 2 are going to jump down into the pit and go for 4 Vaelins, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 of them are coming at you, so you roll to see.
All right, so that one's gonna go after a duplicate,
Okay.
and that one's gonna come after me.
Okay, so the duplicate guy rolls a 14.
Gonna hit, and that duplicate disappears.
Okay. And then the second one's going to attack you for also a 14.
I will cast shield,
Okay.
and it will miss.
Yeah, so the dagger just kind of slides off this arcane energy as you manage to throw it up in between you.
Yeah, as like the shield, just like sort of this like wall of like sort of ice and like kind of like the see-through barrier sort of shines up, and it deflects it, and sort of that sort of keeps like sort of orbiting around me. But the duplicate that gets hit sort of shatters into little bits of ice.
Cool.
So
Okay.
there are now just 2 duplicates plus me.
So shield is +5 to your AC until the beginning of your next turn.
Correct.
And Vaelin, you get, now that they're in this light, the one that's outside the caravan is kind of shaded. It's a little harder to see, but you have dark vision, so you see this too. This small creature, white eyebrows, bright red eyes, a long nose, and grayish skin, holding these daggers. It has knees that bend backwards,
Ugh.
and these hooves that are just sticking out of the snow. Vaelin, you can see in the light that they are swinging a little less effectively. They're not doing so well in the light as the
Cool.
ones that seem to be dead-eyeing Star
Yeah.
from a distance. Then this creature is going to go. The creature sort of like looks up and looks around and then opens its mouth. Everybody make a Constitution save.
Oh, rat.
Hey.
I'm going to use a
Which is
luck
a
point.
19.
Okay.
19.
I got 15.
15's good.
19?
19's good.
19.
19's good. Dar?
4.
4.
no.
It's not so good.
Oh, no.
And Diglin's going to as well.
Our poor cat man. Again.
Go down.
Oh no.
So it screeches, opens its mouth and lets out this deafening screech. You manage to like throw your hands up over your ears, but even though you get your hands over your ears, it gets into your head and stays there, and it's just like reverberating around inside, and you are deafened. Everybody else passed, and then it's going to take a swing at Diglin, and it just grabs Diglin and then lifts her off the ground. It's like big, meaty claw, just like wrapping around these sort of long, spindly fingers, managed to get around her whole torso and lift her up off the ground. She's grappled.
Oh, boy.
And Bree, your turn.
And this creature is like 30 feet away from me?
20 feet.
20 feet,
Yeah.
just outside of range. But the creatures within the circle are much closer.
And like 5.
Oh, yeah.
well,
they're
and I guess they're
10
not in
feet
heavy
of you.
snow. Like, I can't reach this creature in one turn.
If you run to... No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think then in seeing Vaelin get attacked by these ones climbing over the wall,
Yeah.
Bree is kind of going to like catch this over her shoulder and pivot and charge towards one of them with the kind of the spear and the shield and take a reckless swing,
Okay.
Ooh.
which I always forget to use. That's gonna hit 22.
22 is a hit.
And what does Reckless Swing do?
It gives me advantage on my attack, and anything attacking me also gets advantage. That's 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to roar out angrily and Hunger Jaws.
Hunger Jaws.
Ooh.
Eat this. Bella.
That's only a 13.
Don't you still? Isn't it reckless for the whole
Oh, is it?
round?
I don't know. I've never used this ability before.
No, you have not.
Yeah, it's all melee weapon attack.
On melee, ooh,
That's the
on
melee
melee weapon attacks during this turn. All right, that's 18.
That's a hit.
Hungry Jaws, 7 damage.
Nice.
As I
Okay.
gain 5
That's a good one.
temporary hit points.
Vaelin / Ben.
I will shout out to. They don't seem to enjoy the light. So I'm going to, cast web, and you guess it goes up between like some of the boulders in the caravan.
Yeah. There's
and-
lots of stuff to stick it to in here.
Yeah, so this web comes into existence, and they can each make a dexterity saving throw, but instead one of them will roll a 5 and the other will roll a 7.
Ooh,
Don't we make
okay.
these at the beginning of our turn as well?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, at the start of its turn. Thank you.
Okay. But we can save that
I have
for
those
there.
queued up.
Okay. Well,
If I forget to
hold
say.
on to them in case something happens
worse
before then you want
happens.
to use them.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I will put the web into existence, and I'm just going to stay there, like looking at them as I throw the web up into existence.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben is just gonna shout like, "Leave us alone!" And they can make charisma saves as I cast Bane
On those,
on the 3.
on the 3?
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe I'll use my portents now, and they will, roll a 5 and a 7 for their saves on this.
Okay, so then one other one makes a save.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
No, probably. Which ones would you?
2 you can see.
There's 2 I can see right in
Yeah.
front of me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to run away from the other one.
Okay. Do you want to disengage? Or you
Can't.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to take a swing. You're going to run back into
Ben,
the circle.
Ben ducks into the caravan because he had his head stuck out the back. I'm gonna duck in and try to jump out the front onto the bench.
Cool. Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
That does it.
Going down.
That is 6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. As they just kind of like dive after you and drive the
Yeah,
knife
Ben
into
like
the caravan.
trips, hits the ground and grabs garlic. No, is that a bonus action to grab my puppy?
You can grab that pup.
Yeah, not my shield, my puppy. Yeah,
I think that counts as an arcane focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and as you're like coming through, I guess Yuri's had been like running towards where you were, so you see him at the front, like ushering you towards the front of the caravan. Cara.
God, I want to get out with my flaming spear, but I don't want to light our caravans on fire.
Do it, Cara. The warmth of the fire warms up.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast flaming sphere.
Okie dokie.
Christ.
I mean,
Jesus.
it's going to get rid of that
But-
heavy snow.
and the webs and
But-
our caravan.
I'm gonna cast it out in the dark where those crossbow bolts came from.
Oh yeah, sure.
More clever than.
You saw where they were because you were an owl.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Put it right on our head. Can you? So stars out there. Can you
Not
put it
on. Not on
Can you put it on him?
You can use spells and not damage teammates.
I don't get
We'll
it.
find
I
out.
don't get it.
I don't see.
And,
This is gonna come for me somehow. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah.
So you can get one
We'll
of them.
see it roll
Okay.
towards the big thing, and it'll
yeah,
divert
so
and hit me,
I,
and then
I
go.
think I have to use my bonus action to ram them with it, but I'm gonna do that.
Okay. They roll a 15.
For 6 damage.
Okay, and that is lit up out there now, so everyone can see this thing out in the woods with the crossbow next to a giant flaming spear. And do you want to move?
Yeah, I'd like to move out sort of towards the front of the caravan where Ben's coming out.
Rowan.
All right. Am I close to a torch?
You could be, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to pick up that torch. I'm going to size up that thing with my insightful fighting and do an insight check against its deception. I got an 18.
20.
Okay, so I guess I assume that I've got it pegged, and I'm going to move... I'll move 10 feet difference between us.
Okay.
I'm going to move up to it with my torch in one hand, kind of in front of me between myself and it, and I'm just going to try to shoot from the hip again with my crossbow.
Sure.
Yeah, and that makes sense. 10.
10? Yeah. Again, it just like hits that sort of leathery hide, no reaction.
Yeah, and I'm just going to kind of like square off with this thing.
Okay, then it is Diglin who's going to try to break free, and she does. So she like takes that sword and sort of jabs it down and like cuts at the fingers, and the hand sort of bursts open and she lands back on the ground. And you see those two birds take off and start just like spiraling the battlefield, and that's her action, but she's going to back up 15 feet, so she's going to take an attack of opportunity. So she just sort of like backs up as this claw like comes down to try and slam on her again, but she backs up. Rowan, you came out of the circle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so she backs up to next to you.
Okay.
And says, nice to meet you. Let's finish this quick.
Yeah, I'd like that.
And then Yuri is going to climb past you, Ben, and he's going to try to just like tackle this thing out the back.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, he got a nat 20. So
yeah.
he like
Yuri,
runs
our
through the
boy.
back and tackles this thing to the ground and grapples it, and is like, "Stay with the others, Ben." And he
Okay.
says, "Gertie, Britt, I need a hand." And then you see them from the inside of the circle sort of like glop, 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 and run and charge through the back and like nudge the caravan to the side, and they're going to start just hoofing this grappled guy.
They don't shapeshift into the quaddles that they've always been?
Yeah, no, they do not. They're just goats.
They're our goats.
Yeah, so they go out and you hear like some clopping and bawing and this thing sort of cursing. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
I do.
You do? You hear it go, "Ah! Ow!" in Sylvan. Yeah.
I think
Which is like so musical. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful musical language.
gorgeous language. That actually, despite the circumstances, actually makes me half smile a little bit.
Okay, then it's back to the top of the round, Star.
I don't want to be shot at by those crossbows anymore. Is there anywhere that I can go that would break line of sight?
Back in the circle in the middle.
I'm gonna do that first.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that's where's Bree?
I am fighting the hooded figures that were next to Vaelin.
In the web.
Oh yeah, in the web.
I will go up and assist Bree and attack, just mostly as an excuse to get a sneak attack on something.
Okay. So you
Okay.
can kind of stand where Vaelin is, which is kind of right next to them, but just at the edge of the web, so that you
Sure.
don't get caught in it.
The old stab things while they're in a web. We've been here before.
Yeah, you know that one.
up
Do I
with
get
sword.
advantage from flanking?
He's just trying to steal my kill. That's what's
Not
going on here.
advantage. They're not restrained or anything yet, and you're both on the same side of them. And you're
Okay.
2-2 right now.
Well, then I probably miss. I got 14.
14 is a hit. That is their AC.
11 plus 6.
11 plus
17 damage.
17. Okay.
Yep.
And you're attacking the same one Bree was attacking.
Yep.
So how do you kill it? How you yoink this one out of her mouth?
Literally
I like
from the
to think
jaws of victory.
Bree and this guy are like sort of fighting as well as they can while he's in the web. And just as Bree pulls back to clearly deliver a killing blow with the spear, Star kind of comes in and just like sticks under his like in between any kind of armor he's wearing and just like right in the chest.
Okay. So you you come in and just boop and poke it in the chest. You and Bree and Vaelin make con saves.
Oh, frick.
I'm gonna
19.
use a luck point.
19. Okay.
9.
9.
So that's 19 again.
19.
Yeah.
So 9, 19, 20.
19.
19, 19. Okay. So this thing falls backwards, Star, just as the ringing leaves your ears. This creature explodes into a blinding flame of light, illuminating the entire inside of this camp, and you are blind. So you like come in, give Bree a wink, and then just like, and then you're like holding onto your eyes as they just like singe in your skull.
So now, am I deaf and blind now?
The deafness just wore off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like about to wear off. So currently, yes, you are deaf and blind.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like
Okay,
the exact
so,
opposite of last time. when
hold
he was
on.
Paralyzed.
I can
You could
still
see
move.
everything.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm blind though.
I mean, you might as well walk straight into that
the
web
web.
at this point.
I'm gonna throw myself to the ground.
Okay. Go
Yeah.
prone, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. But like behind Bree. Like I want Bree to be between me and you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
knew where the other guy was. I'm just gonna dive to the ground.
Right.
Behind Bree.
Yeah.
Oh, this other guy has to make that con save too.
Oh
actually.
no, I have accidentally stepped on you while going
Minus
to
a D4.
spray.
I was
Minus a
gonna say
D4.
yes.
Oopsie daisy.
So that's on. Is it attacks and saves?
Yeah.
That's great. The fucking Bane. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, a 1. So he still passes.
Yeah, we go at the same time. That's why we were both like, you did a D4.
Okay, so then it is these creatures' turns. This one is gone.
Dex save against the web.
Dex save with minus a D4 for the one that's left. Not looking good. 10 plus 3 minus 3. Oh, 10.
It's stuck in the web.
Restrained.
It is restrained.
Okay. And it can use an action to break free,
To make a strength check.
to make a strength check to break free.
Yeah.
Okay. It like shields its eyes from this, and you hear it call out from behind. And Rowan, you understand that it yells out, "I need a hand. Also, it's sticky in here." And then from the other side of the caravan, you hear, "Busy, busy."
Interesting.
And that one is going to attack you, Bree, because you're all up in its grill. It can still attack while restrained, right?
With disadvantage, maybe.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attacks have disadvantage, which cancels out your advantage, so it
advantage.
does a straight roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he reckless attack. 13?
No.
No. Okay, yeah. Easily swat aside its attack as it flashes out with this dagger. The one that is with Yuri is going to try to break free. It does not, and that is its action. It's still grappled. Oh, no, wait. That's not just a DC. That's his. Okay. It does break free. It breaks free. Uses. I was like, rolled a 6. It can't possibly. It should have left it at that. So it stands up on the other side and squares off, but it used its action. So then it is the creature. The creature is now like sizing up Rowan and Diglin, who are. Oh, sorry, those 2 crossbow people have to go. So they're going
No,
to
they
shoot
don't.
at you and Diglin.
They're
One
gonna
each.
miss.
So for
They
you,
both shoot at Star. We can still see you.
so Rowan a 13.
No, that misses.
No, okay. So both of them go wide. You both kind of like step closer to each other as these 2 crossbow
Yeah.
bolts go by.
We
And then
rub
Blind
shoulders.
right into Star.
Well,
Oh, come on.
And then this huge
One
creature.
ricochets off of the caravan and hits me.
In the butt.
This huge creature like swings to look at you, and now you can sort of see it has this like big, almost like squished pig nose. Like it has like a vampire bat's face, basically, with this black hair coming down over it. And it's going to screech again and charge at you. This is not a con save, Screech. It's going to make an attack on you. Or no, it's going after Diglin. It wants Diglin. And it grabs her again, and this time goes to bite her. But she, like, grabs its teeth and just holds its mouth open as it comes in, like, going almost for the neck, but its teeth would take up a whole side of her body if it got a hold of her. So she's just holding it open, kind of grunting with effort. Bree, it's your turn.
Is Bree a sticky lady? Don't think so. 16?
You are free.
Woo! Free! I am going to turn to that other one who just stabbed me and try to return the favor recklessly. That's gonna hit for sure. 22.
That's a hit.
For 7 damage. Yes, I think I just bat the other one and then with the trident go to stab it, and the prongs go on either side of it, sort of, you know, nicking the sides but not really landing a too heavy a hit.
Yeah, it sucks in, gets in between those things. It is pretty small, and you see it's got this like black leather armor with sort of this padded shawl over the top, so it looks a little bit bigger than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And you staying there?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna step out of the web zone, but keep within range of this thing.
Okay.
Just kind of 5-foot step around.
All right. And Vaelin and Ben.
Ben gonna put his puppy under the bench.
Okay.
Just go stay, and hop off, and run over to Star.
Yeah.
Avoiding the thing in the web, and just put a hand on him, and just go. It's okay, Star. You can see, and cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh, cool.
So
Sweet.
you are not blind anymore.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you.
So yeah, you can see Star's eyes are like shining with this, like they're clouded over with this light that seems to just be like refracting inside his own eyes.
Cool.
And when you do that, they clear.
Yeah, they just kind of like the air, like his eyes vibrate, and like there's like a time sort of reverses to when they were not blind.
Remember those eyes?
Remember them?
those eyes?
About 6 seconds ago.
Okay, and I'm going to take a step backwards from the creature in the web.
Okay.
So I think it could get an opportunity attack if it hasn't
Yeah.
used a reaction. But disadvantage, I think. And,
Disadvantage.
And Bane.
17 plus 5 minus 2, so 20.
What?
They rolled an 18 and a 17 and a 2 on the d4.
Yeah, let's see which one of me it hits. Oh, it hits
You-
me!
Isn't mirror image concentration? Would
No.
that- Oh, okay, sick.
That's why it's cool.
Mirror
Yeah.
image is sweet. Yeah.
But it's not as cool when I don't roll well, because it does hit me.
You're going to have to hit the right one.
I mean,
Oh, is it too late to make it use a luck point to re-roll?
I don't think so.
I think I can do
Luck
that.
point you can do after the
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, and it'd be great too, because disadvantage you get to pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it do a luck point to re-roll that thing.
Okay, so it's an 18, a 17, and a 4.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Hasn't used that 18 yet.
That's the one I'm going for. That's my last luck point. As I stumble backwards.
Good to know.
In the snow, and then if I look over my shoulder, can I see the giant creature, or can I see the
Oh yeah.
flaming sphere lit hooded?
You can definitely see
crossbowman?
both, yeah.
Okay, well let's try this thing out. Staff of twinning.
Yeah.
I'm going to twin ice knife.
Nice.
So I'll cast it at each of them.
So
both
one
at Star.
them and one at Star.
Exactly. One at and are they within 5 feet of each other?
They're not.
Damn. Oh well. Okay.
So
So
that's crazy.
That would be
what you
bad.
just said. It's a gross thing.
yeah, that's all I've been thinking about since you gave me the staff.
Yeah, that's wild.
In any case, I am casting it at second level. That's gonna miss. Oh, that's gonna hit. That's a 17 plus math.
Yep.
So that's 4 piercing damage on the one I hit,
Okay.
and then they can both make dex saves.
Oh, and that guy should have made a dex save on his turn because he was
Fire?
against the
flaming
fire
sphere.
sphere. Yeah, I didn't move him, so that's my bad. So he fails that dex save too, so you can roll that damage against him.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, he doesn't like that 10 damage.
10. Okay, so that ice knife kills him.
Okay.
So you can describe that. The other guy's going to make his dex save.
Yeah.
He fails. Yeah.
And he fails. Okay. So let's see how it all goes down. He's gonna take 9 from the explosion. Okay. So yeah, the staff. I think it's like a dragon head, right?
Yeah.
So with orb in one hand, staff in the other. Normally it shimmers around the orb and shoots out. So it sort of gets pulled into the dragon's mouth, and creates the darts there, and then comes out as 2 separate darts that barrel out towards one of them, hitting this flaming hooded creature, and taking them out just straight to the chest, and exploding from there. The other one hits a tree behind the other hooded figure and then explodes, doing the 9 hit points. I guess he ducks from the shrapnel.
Yeah, they just blow past him in all directions. You see holes come through his cape. Cool. And yeah, I guess Rowan, those 2 bolts sing past you and the hag to go off into the distance, and you see both of them. One of them, yeah, just takes it to the chest and it blows up, and he just goes to the ground. And then the other one is okay, but you can see them holding their side, they might have taken a pretty beefy hit off of that.
Do they explode with light?
The one of them does, yeah. The one that dies explodes, but it's far enough away that light doesn't reach any of you.
So we know it's a hag now.
I think
caught that
we
as well.
thought it was a hag. We're pretty sure Diglin fights hags.
And
Everything
Cara, it's your
hag.
turn.
Okay, I would like to bonus action move that sphere. Is the other one in the other crossbow fella, is that within 30 feet of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to ram that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make a dex save?
Dex save. Fail.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
Mess him up.
Turn those
7.
tides.
7.
Fire.
How you do that?
Yeah.
The sphere just rolls right over.
Yeah, I feel like the ice knife shatters like dug his cloak into the ground. He sees it coming and he's like pulling and trying to free it, and it just like
that.
and you see, all the bushes along that path sort of like ember up and then die down, but that light is still being cast out there.
All right, and it stops where he is.
Okay.
Then I would like to.
Perks on top of him.
Like a Mario bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to whip up a little produce flame in my hand and throw it at the head
Okay.
for probably a hit. 23?
Yes.
Oh, 24.
Still a hit.
This head can only be hit with odd numbers.
Yeah. nice.
For 6
6.
fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, so that sort of like goes across. You can see it's got like sort of hair sticking out from under this cloak, and that kind of ignites for a second and goes out. Rowan.
Me. So is Diglin still struggling with the jaws of this hag?
Yeah, so she is grappled by it,
Okay.
and it is trying to bite her.
And how many of those other figures are still alive?
2.
Two. Yeah, I've got the torch kind of between it and me, and I'll call out in Sylvan in just this breathtakingly beautiful language that in other circumstances would make you weep. Well, now this is fruitless. Now you put down your weapons, and we can spare all of you. This is silly. And then I'll look at that creature and be like, not you. and I'll like lunge forward with the torch, and if she's still holding her jaws, I'm going to try to get it right down its throat, and then if that's... Yeah, I'm going to try to get the torch down there.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that would be my action, so we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
If that's not my action, then I would also like to shoot with my crossbow, but I don't feel like I can do both.
I don't think you can do both. That's definitely an attack. Like,
Well, before
normally.
I do that, I'm going to do my bonus action, insightful fighting.
Okay, go. Deception.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh, yeah, you beat her.
Yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, not you. And then I'll put the torch down his throat.
Okay.
13.
13. So, just roll a d6.
Oh, 1.
1. Yeah.
But I'm going to leave the torch in there.
Okay, yeah. So you just kind of drop it in there while this is sort of held, and you see this thing's tongue sort of getting burned as it just like like moves it around inside of its mouth. But it's got a torch in its mouth. I
Does
don't know
that
what
count
that's
as a finesse weapon? Would I get sneak attack damage on that torch?
not. It is a club on fire. The least finesse thing.
But I used it with finesse, right?
Yeah, it
You're
looks
trying to,
great.
You're trying to the idea of a rogue whose specialized weapon is a torch sneaking up on someone and just like, what
Looking
the
at
fuck?
the shadow
Shadows
on the
on the, what is going on? Oh! Yeah, it just makes fucking shadow puppets to distract people before it stabs them.
Oh, Dave, what are you saying? Oh, I'm burning.
It's really good at shadow puppets. It's
Um,
clearly Dave.
so then it's Diglin. Diglin's going to try again to get out of this thing's hand. Manages to, again, pry open, like land back on the ground. She says, "We got to keep her on the ground."
Yeah. I'll nod.
Didn't know that was going to be an issue.
Yuri's going to try to tackle this guy again.
Use your magic, Yuri.
He's
Yuri's
really,
one action.
He has trash spells.
He's got
it's
meme spells. He's got a meme build.
It's way, way more effective for him to tackle and let the goats stomp on things.
Those are his spells.
Yeah.
Birdie, Gret, level 1.
So then
you
Birdie,
see, yeah.
Gertie and Brett are going to make their attack.
It's like
I
it's
never- I
legendary
don't know
action,
which
right?
one
Birdie
is-
and Brett
is
every
right.
time. Birdie and Gret.
It's Gertie and Brett.
Birdie and Gret.
No.
That's right.
So they get some stomps in.
Nice.
And Star, it's back to you.
Thank you, Ben. Oh, jeez. And then he's just gonna push himself up, take a quick survey of the battlefield, and
Yeah.
Steal Sorry, skill.
I'm like, I'm fighting something. You can steal it if you want.
so I'm gonna run back out and make a swing at the big boy. Probably a miss. 15?
15 is
No,
a
sorry.
miss.
No, sorry. 16.
16 is also a miss.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, then I will swing again.
Okay,
Hopefully hit 21.
that's a hit. Yeah.
11 damage.
11? Okay.
And then I'm going to run back in the circle.
Yeah, okay. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Yep.
That's
The beauty of my
swashbuckling.
character.
Path of the Coward. Okay, this guy stuck in the web is going to try to get out, I think.
No.
Strength.
It's free.
Yeah. So it's going
back
to... So it's going to go away, so you can take an attack of opportunity on it.
That's
You are-
22.
That's a hit.
8.
8. You do this.
So I think kind of with the trident still slightly wrapped around it, as it tries to like break free, I think Bree just kind of pulls the trident back, like hooking it, one of the barbed kind of hooks at the end of the trident, bringing it back towards her, and Bree just grabs it by the neck and snaps it.
Okay. And it falls to the ground and then explodes in light. Make a con save.
That's
Because I'm there.
26.
But it's only those within 5 feet of it. So it's only Bree, I think. Yeah. 26?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You close your eyes before you do it. Or don't, with a 26.
You look into its eye. You crack its neck
Crack a
towards
look.
you and stare in.
Vaelin and Ben.
Ben throws up a hand, and a black beam of energy springs at the hag. It can make a con save. 14.
Con save. Critical fail.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sick.
nice.
Okay, so
Probably
this
is
is
sick.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ooh! That's
Ooh.
bad.
Yeah, on a hit, the target deals only half damage.
Shit.
That use strength.
Sweet.
Shit.
Nice.
At the end of each of its turns, another con save.
Okay.
When it goes to make an attack, I'll throw a little flavor on.
Yeah, save that salt for now. Throw that seasoning on later.
So Vaelin is gonna just sort of like hold the staff aside because it doesn't work with this spell, but shout, "Heads up!" And you see 3 darts of ice form near the sphere and shoot out towards the hag.
Nice.
No one has to make a dex save, and I don't have to roll an attack. Oh, bad though.
That's
That's a total of 4 damage
4 damage.
from magic missile.
Okay.
Womp womp.
So yeah, those 3 icicles go on, that not even a flinch out of it as it like just keeps sparring with Diglin there. What'd you do? You bad boots?
So I saw the save, but that's only on if I hit it with a spell attack.
Oh, okay. Roll a spell. You didn't put no flavor on it yet, so it's not real.
9, miss.
So you
Oh,
have
wow,
to hit
that's-
it and then
that
it makes
spell
a save?
requires
I
like
guess it is
two
I hit
things.
it, and then once it gets to its turn, so if I hit it, it's guaranteed at least 1 turn of enfeeblement.
Oh,
And then
it
at the
makes
end of
saves
its
after.
turn, it makes
Oh, okay,
saves.
okay.
So I saw the save, and I thought all my other spells have saves. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I just saw +6 for whoa.
You've used up my nightly crit fail. And both of you staying put in that circle?
Just me and my illusory selves just
Yeah.
blinking in and out.
There's still 3 left? There's
there's
2 of them
two.
stabbed you. Right.
There's 2 plus me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
there's just that one guy getting stomped by goats, but he's not really a concern.
He stopped moving a while ago.
Cara.
All right. Apple Oak and Willowwood. Call the sun and welcome good. And a little ball of fire again. Throw it
Okay.
at the hag.
13, yeah.
Yeah.
Sputters and goes out.
And the flaming sphere is going to sneak up behind it.
Sneaky sphere. Do, 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 do. Yeah, makes a dex save?
Yep.
12.
It fails. It takes 9 fire.
Okay, then it is Rowan.
So while it's gargling on my torch, I guess. Yeah, I'll just fire. No, I'm too close. So I'll use my sword, my short sword.
Okay.
16.
16 is not a hit.
So yeah, I'll just kind of swing this sword in while I'm like watching its face, and because my eyes are up there and not on its belly, I miss.
Okay. Then it is Diglin. Diglin is going to finally take some swings here.
Big money and whammies.
So she takes out that sword, which I guess she would have dropped when she got grappled. So she like picks it up off the ground again. You see blood drip off of her hand, and she takes her other hand and like
Sanitary.
cuts it along the blade, and a second blade appears in that other hand, and she's going to take 2 swings.
That's metal.
It's metal as hell. One of them is, and you see this. The blade in her right hand, the one that didn't just appear, is glowing with this sort of radiant energy. Whoa! And she high rolled. Yeah, so she like takes these 2 slashes at it and sort of forces it backwards a little bit. You see some of that like hair get cut away from its face, and it like slashes up through the like leathery sort of carapace on its side. And when it lifts its arm up, you can see that carapace is attached across its entire arm.
Big gross fucking wing.
Big nasty wing. Yuri's gonna try to throw this guy prone. Wrestle him. And he does. Hey. All right, so he's prone, which means Gertie and Brett both get advantage on these hooves.
The goats start whamming it with
These goats
folding
are
chairs.
terrible. But one of them comes in with the people's elbow. Yeah, more hoofing, more Sylvan swearing. And Star, back to you.
I'm gonna do a copy of my previous turn and just run out and stab it and run back.
Okay.
Like a coward. A little itty bitty coward. Here we go. Gonna be a repeat of my last turn, apparently. So it's a miss on my first attack.
Okay.
And a nat 20 on my second one.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
And I get sneak attack, yes, because
Yeah,
of Diglin?
2 people within 5 feet of it, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, high roll. So that's 16 plus.
Don't do it all out loud.
Yeah, just give us the final number.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
I just hate the intermittentness of it.
That's 25 damage.
Ooh.
That's good.
Ooh.
My little bad boy.
My big bad boy. My big bad mama.
Love that sound out of Mike.
Still up.
Still up.
Then I'm gonna scurry back to my cage like the rat I am.
All right. Get out of there, rat. You filthy rat. Okay, this guy's pinned to the ground. Gonna try to get up. Yeah, breaks free, stands up. What's he gonna do? What's his plan?
Yeah,
It's
he's the
just
only
this
one
guy.
left.
He's gonna, or no, he can't. Yeah, he's gonna attack Yuri. Oh no, he used his action to do that. Get out of that grapple.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's
Gonna stand.
gonna stand his ground. Yeah. So the hag looks up and sort of sees this group gathering, has seen these pops of light as these creatures have gone down around it, and you see her hands sort of like clench in a fist together, and then you hear a pop from behind you, and Yuri and the goats all like cry out as another pop of light extinguishes from behind, and then she throws her arms up in the air, and these huge wings splay out to the sides, and then everything goes dark as from the sky above these swarms of bats come flying in and just start circling around everybody, blocking out the firelight entirely, and surrounding all of you in this circle of just like swarming, chittering bats.
We're surrounded by bats.
Yeah.
And is it like they're all within us and around us, or is it like a circle around us?
It's all
We're
in and around you.
covered
You
in
can't
bats.
see each other. You can't see the
Bats in
hand
your
in front of
face.
your face. It's nothing. You're all like considered blind at this point.
Can I see the fire right next to me, or has that gone out from
Gone.
bats?
Yeah. I will say, like, mechanically, this is the spell darkness.
Thank you.
This is what it looks like.
I think I'm going to take the dodge action. I mean, it's a weird choice, but I think seeing all these bats, it's kind of too many. I think I'm just gonna put my shield up and try to make my way towards where I last knew the group to be.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Rowan, does a 15 hit you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you feel a big hand grab around your body.
Okay.
You don't take any damage.
Around my whole body?
Around, like, your torso, yeah. This huge
Okay.
fingered hand just sort of grab around your body. You've seen that she has these, like, really big, long clawed
Oh,
fingers.
right. I would have seen that before. Okay.
Yeah. And then Vaelin and Ben.
Do you make a sound when that happens?
Yeah, you probably would have heard a oh. But with undercurrents
Is it
of
in
panic
Sylvan?
that you would pick up on.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. It's in common.
Yeah, I feel like I would just sort of move towards where I saw like the edge of the caravan and try to like have a hand out to try and like touch the caravan.
You would know sort of what direction that was in, so you sort of make your way that way and feel the caravan, yeah.
And then just sort of like move along that towards the end of it and just like feeling around for where it is and try to get my back up against it.
Okay, yeah. Are you trying to get like out onto the outside of it?
Just like the tail end of it.
The tail end of
Where
it?
like Ben crawled out of, I think.
Okay, yeah, like where Yuri and the goats are?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah, if it's still all just darkness, I think I would also just take the dodge action.
Okay.
So Ben would move, be sort of trying to follow Star's footprints in the snow that Star left when he ran towards.
You can't see anything.
No, I mean like with his feet and like hand.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, you know which way to face to go, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd walk in that direction, I guess, until I hit the little wall we built.
Well, I think you would hit Star.
Star, okay.
Yeah.
Just come up against Star's back?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll cast Cure Wounds on Star
Woo! Okay.
for the minimum amount of healing.
1?
5. I rolled a 1,
Oh.
and then it's +4, so
5
5.
still pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Better than nothing.
Yep. Some is better than none.
Okay. And you're going to end your turn there?
Yeah.
Okay. So then at the end of your turn, you hear Diglin, like, for God's sake, again, as you hear, like, the scraping of snow around.
Okay.
Cara.
I want to drag my ball of fire, that I presumably still have a connection to, in like a little bit of a sweep.
Okay.
There goes the caravan.
So I'm going to do what we did with, like, the moonbeam, so you can make an attack, like a spell attack.
It's a 24.
24? Okay, so you hit her and not them.
Sweet.
So she'll make a dex save. 16.
She passes, so she takes half of 5, which is 2.
Okay.
And I would like to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the dodge action.
Okay. Rowan, you are grappled in the dark.
I can still attack when I'm grappled.
You can.
Yeah, I'm going to call out that, well, she's got me, guys. And,
Yeah, like, there's all this, like, chittering of bats, but because darkness doesn't deafen you, you still hear that somehow.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, guys, I'm on a real pickle.
oh my. I'm going to slash right into the forearm. That's got me, yeah.
Okay. So this would normally be disadvantaged, but I think since she's holding you, I can't justify you not being able to hit her in the arm.
In fact, I should get advantage.
No.
It's like it's right there.
I'll let you take a regular swing, though.
Okay. I mean, well, where am I in position to... Oh, no, the fireball isn't technically an ally, although it is fighting the same thing.
So keep this in mind. He technically is giving you advantage, but
Yeah.
the disadvantage from the darkness is making it a straight roll. So next time you are grappled, we technically now have advantage on that attack.
All right, you have disadvantage. You fuck. Evan talked me out of it.
No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
I do not mean any of that.
I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, yeah, okay. 18.
18's
It's the
a hit?
silver one, yeah. Sweet. And I still get my sneak attack. So that's
Oh,
look at
boy.
that.
What a
Oh, was it a good
beauty.
high roll? High roll?
Yeah.
I can't see.
What?
Yeah. 18, 19, 20.
20. Whoa.
Yeah, I just
665-year-old.
Okay,
slammed that.
you get like a vicious hit up this arm, and you feel like blood spray against you. Like
Yeah.
you hit something major. It's awful. It's a terrible experience for you, but you hear it like also screech out in pain.
And with, I'll kind of jam that sword in, and then with my other one, I'm going to reach to my side where Dylan was.
You got a crazy wingspan, so I'll say you reach out and like find the other, and you can feel that she's there.
Yeah, okay. I'll kind of like sort of pat, but then if I can, just kind of like pinch a bit of her fabric or something to kind of hang on to her to like mentally get a sense of her space.
Just to keep her in, within hands. Yeah, okay. Cool. Then it is Diglin's turn, and she says like, "All right, that sounded good," and she's going to take a swing as well. Ooh, there's my other crit fail for the night. Oh, and she does. Well, no, actually, yeah, she does get disadvantage. But yeah, so you hear her struggling, but nothing sounds like it connects. I forgot to roll their con saves over here, so let's see if Yuri, Gertie, and Brett. Yuri and Gertie are both blinded. So they're going to kind of, well, they're also in the
Happy
dark,
about
but
that.
they're going to, sort of stumble. And back to Star.
Okay.
So you can feel Ben at your back. He
Yeah.
just, restored you, but...
I'm not going to leave Ben, so I'm just going to hold on to him. And I'll take the I'll take the dodge action, I guess. So I'm basically just gonna grab Ben by the shoulder.
Okay.
And
Actually, wait. Before you do that, I was about to make a concentration check.
The
for the
exact same
hag.
thought.
Oh, I see.
What is it? 10 or
Half the damage.
or half the damage. So it's
Every
just
time.
10. Yeah. So it's still up. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, okay. I'm gonna grab Ben on the shoulder and I'm gonna yell like in his ear, like, "Try and follow me!" And I'm gonna grab his hand and I'm gonna pull in like the orthogonal direction to where the fight is, like
What's that word mean?
like the opposite direction of where the fight is.
Away from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like in a straight line as far as I can go.
Way of the coward.
So you would first walk into
A fire.
Caravan.
you would
I'll walk around.
I know. So you would feel your way around the fire, and then you would find Bree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Bree
Okay.
was in the back fighting. Do you keep going?
Right. Yeah, I'll tap Bree and I'll say, "I'm going this way."
Okay. So that's like 5 feet, and then
Okay.
to get out would be 10 feet. You'd start feeling Gertie and Brett.
Okay.
Oh, is the web still there? You haven't taken it down. So you enter the web.
Oh, for frig's sake!
So make a dex save with.
How big is this damn sphere? Jesus.
You've only moved 5 feet to get to the web.
Only 5?
Yeah, because you were like on the other
I
side of the
passed
fire,
dex
and you
save,
just.
I got 25 on the dex save.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah. So I'll pass through it,
Yeah.
and then I'll keep going. I just want to get on the outside of this horrible sphere.
Yeah. So when you move, I get it takes all of your movement. Like
Yeah.
you push past, you feel Gertie and Brett, and then
Yeah.
you move past them, and at the
Yeah.
very last step of your movement, you make it out of the, and you, in your dark vision, all of a sudden works, and you can see but the clearing is now dark because the fire is
Yeah.
inside the darkness, but you can see that you're outside.
I can see with dark vision. Okay.
Yeah. So you see
now
this
I'm going.
spear of bats swirling behind you.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to. I haven't used my action or anything yet. Right?
No, that's just your movement.
Well, basically, I'll feline agility and bonus and action dash up to 2 times, I guess.
Yeah.
To try and swivel around to where the fight is, like following the outside of the sphere.
Okay. So it is difficult terrain out here. So you move 30
Yep.
feet around that circle, and you have a pretty good idea that if you ran straight, based on this screeching and clashing, that you'd find them.
Okay.
Yeah, they are fighting in the darkness, but you get yourself
Okay.
pretty close to where you.
Okay.
could,
So it took 30 feet of difficult terrain movement, so 60 feet to get around there.
yeah.
So if I use my bonus action dash and feline agility, that's 120 feet for doubling the movement.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that, and then now I should have 30 feet left,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna just pull out my rapier and run straight in.
Okay.
If I bump into something, if I bump into it, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
So yeah, roll. I'm gonna roll a
bunch of stuff there.
d4. 2 of the results are the hag, and
Okay.
2 of the results are them. So you make an attack with disadvantage.
Does he?
On the hag?
I don't know, or you don't know,
Oh.
but you
What-
feel
oh, really?
something.
I mean, I think I would know if I touched it.
You
wouldn't I?
touch the hag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. But I make an attack with disadvantage. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll take that. 50%. I like these odds. That's 19 to hit.
19's a hit.
No, sorry, 20 to hit.
20 to hit with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a hit.
Sweet.
Yeah, I rolled 2 12s actually.
Nice.
Okay. I hope that it's someone I don't like. That's 12 damage?
Oh,
12 damage. Okay.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. That's more. That's 12 plus 6. 18 damage.
Ooh.
Does Diglin shout out? I'll be pretty mad.
Oh shit! You hear a cry out, and the bats scatter. Nice. It fails its concentration check. So you see those with dark vision, or no, the firelight
fireball's
comes
there.
back. It's not extinguished. It's just blocked.
yeah.
So the light like explodes back out into this area. You actually see it bleeding from like this gash that you've made through its wing. And it sort of shies back from the light a little bit as the light sort of retakes this area. And it is holding in its hands Rowan and Diglin.
like a kid with 2 action
And
figures.
there's a ball of fire somewhere there.
There's a ball of fire, just like a bit behind it, which also.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Well, then I am literally out of movement as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Up in its
And
grill.
I made my attack, so I guess I'm done.
All right, its hands are full. So when all this like clears, it is going to start running forward. So Star, you can make an attack of opportunity on it.
Heck yeah.
This thing just keeps getting bigger in my mind.
That's a miss. 12.
12? Yeah. So it like you just because you have to move so quickly out of the way as it starts to like lumber forward, and it throws its arms out, and with this huge like flap on the ground, snow kicks up and it takes off, skimming over the tops of the caravan.
Oh boy.
As like the caravan like rocks back and forth as it just like takes off and starts to swing and wheel up out of the but you can see that like it's making its way towards the trees, but with all this weight in its hands, it can't clear the tree line, so it sort of spins around the outside, and it is going to throw Rowan.
Oh no.
But not Diglin?
No, it wants Diglin. You're just extra weight. So you are holding onto her clothes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a strength.
And the sword that's embedded in its forearm, does that help?
It'll help, but not with advantage. But you can make a strength save.
Okay.
I'll make it contested, I guess, because she's trying to actively throw you away.
10. Yeah. So my grip goes from a pinch of her clothes to just right like up her whole upper arm, and it's just like in, and then I've got my other hand on the sword that's in its forearm, and I'm trying to like put my elbow up and around and try to get it under my armpit, and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
I'm here for the long run.
So I think actually the sword kind of explodes out of your hand. You're kind of holding on to Diglin with both hands because that arm comes away again to flap.
Okay.
And you are holding on, and you are also stopping her from being able to climb above the tree line this turn.
Okay.
So the two of you are like holding on and sort of wheeling around just the inside of this clearing.
Okay, and so that sword goes flying off?
It's still stuck
okay.
in her arm, but it's just out of your hand.
Okay.
Bree.
How high up in the air is it?
It is about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna get within 30 feet of it and throw my trident at it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's outside of its range. 17.
17 is a hit.
Oh!
It's AC.
I thought it was.
You reacted to the tone there.
Yeah.
17.
No,
9 damage.
9 damage,
Oh,
okay.
hell yeah.
I roll.
I thought it had 8.
18. Me too.
Okay. Yeah.
So it cries out.
Out!
Out!
I'm learning, Mitch. I'm learning.
Rowan, you and Diglin kind of like drop a little bit as her its grip like falters for a second, but it keeps holding on.
Okay.
And at the end of Bree's turn, it is going to attack you, Rowan, to try to knock you off.
Yeah, all right.
22 to hit.
Oh, I think that does it.
Legendary actions. Its legendary actions before were those other creatures. Had to kill the last one to get its legendary actions because fucking Yuri couldn't kill it. That is 8 damage, 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Vaelin and Ben.
It can make a wisdom save.
12.
4 damage.
4? Okay.
Yeah, there's like a ding. little bell.
And following it up are 3 more bolts of ice.
Okay.
For 5, 6, 7 damage.
So 7 and 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you two...
Oh!
That is their exact HP.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Oh my god, yes.
I was
So I think
hoping
it's
to get
just Ben throws up his hand while holding his holy symbol, and there's a large, like a tolling of a bell, and it slows in the air as
Yeah.
the time slows down around it.
Oh, cool.
As the
Yeah, and then Vaelin's been like practicing and like lining up the shots, and these ones, they zoom out towards it, and as the hag slows down, it comes up and just like right through the temple. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, just in one side, out the other, and the whole creature like is half swing around and comes crashing down to the ground.
I'm gonna try to grab Diglin and kind of shield her with my body as we hit the ground.
Okay,
Ooh.
you make an acrobatics check with disadvantage. You're going to take fall damage regardless. You're going to take double damage if you fail.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're going to take hers.
Oh, I think I do.
'Cause that's how falling works
10, 11, 12.
in movies.
12. I got a 12.
12? Yeah. That's a fail.
Yeah.
So it's 20 feet.
It's
2d6.
landing in heavy snow.
That's true, he is. Fucking rocks all under there.
Guess what? There's a rock there. He just hits the snow.
Five.
You're
That was a sharp one. That was a sharp
I was
one.
gonna say, you're lucky it's not just like a broken off stump, just like
Yeah.
a
It
spear
is
of
pretty
wood.
bad. 14 damage, I think.
All right, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh.
So you come crumpling to a heap, but manage to like shield Diglin as you both just like roll into the snow, and the last of these like bats that have been in the area all sort of like flicker out of existence
Oh, okay.
as this creature comes to like a skidding stop. I think you like cover Diglin, and then when you like roll over, you like look back, and this huge grinning bat face is just like right up in your face, sort of dug
Yeah.
into the snow.
And that'll like startle me, and I'll try to get up out of the way, but everything aches and hurts, and I just kind of fall back down.
Diglin stands up and sort of brushes herself off and goes, "All right, good night, everybody," and starts to make her way back into the trees.
Hello, it's Mike Fardy, your Dungeon Mom. Thank you so much for listening to episode 32 of Wonders and Blunders. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to follow us at Wonder and Blunder and send us your favorite moments. We'll take those moments and then gift a character inspiration from you and give you a little shout out on the show. Also, remember to rate or leave a like or comment on whatever platform you're listening to. All those things help us find new listeners. We really appreciate it. But most of all, keep being the best. We love you very much, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.